Well, look who is back. It's the embarrassment. It's the pathetic. It's the looking for attention-seeking whore that is the Mr. Archer, trying to bring attention to one person's self on the internet, trying to get an opinion out, an alternative opinion out, but we're not allowed to have that according to some top blues. I am shameful. I am an embarrassment. The red shite are laughing at us, and we don't need any other reason for Liverpool fans to be laughing at us, so I should just quit what I'm doing and not do it. But what I say to you is, can't say that because I might get banned or I might get my channel taken down, but here I am to give you the truth about Watford 1, Everton 0. And let's just start off with a fact. This is a fact, that from the last 14 games, we have got 11 points. 11 points out of a possible 42 points. We've gone out of the FA Cup to Millwall. We have not put in a good performance since the Liverpool game. Burnley was a fluke and Burnley are a shite team. We've been calling for passion. We've been calling for creativity. We've been calling for thinking outside of the box. We've been calling for 1,000 things in our football players, but when it comes to content creators based in the Everton community, we don't want creativity. We don't want looking or thinking outside of the box. We just want regular, run-of-the-mill, boring, predictable stuff, and that's what we like because it makes us feel comfortable. So yeah, you might think this is a joke. If you've got this far in the video, why don't you just fuck off and go do something else? Go see the man that all talks like this and gets all hard on it and talks like this and can't believe that everything's happening and I'm going to gesticulate and do all this stuff because I'm an hard man. Yeah, I'm an hard man. I don't have anything creative to do. I don't add nothing, but I got lots of views and I got lots of subscribers and I'm a true blue. I'm a true blue, alright? Yeah. Yeah, innit, mate? However, if you enjoy the mask, if you enjoy what I'm about to say, stick around, get comfortable, because this is about to be the raw version of the match reaction. So, again, Watford 1, Everton 0. Should have been down 1-0 in the first 10 minutes. Ball comes into the box, our defenders just stand around looking like a bunch of clueless dolts, and Troy Deeney has all the time in the world to take a look around him, to take a look around and see what's available, and no, he doesn't lay the pass off. No, he doesn't take it down and try and get a shot away from himself. He looks at our absolutely shocking shite defenders and said, I'm going to control the ball on my chest, and I'm going to bounce it off, and I'm going to play it to an oncoming runner, and he's going to be well in, on goal, and onside. Luckily, the fool bottled it, and it went over the bar. It was going over the bar. You might say that Jordan Pickford saved it, but it smacked off his noggin and went over the bar, and it barely grazed him, so it was going over anyway. So yes, it might count as a save for Pickford, but that should never have happened. Should it? You know, when we had a couple of opportunities, Sigurdsson stuck out a leg in some random panic attack that he had because he can't believe he was that far forward in the game and hits the top of the crossbar. Luka Dean hits the top of the crossbar from a free kick that he shouldn't have been taking on target, that he should have been putting to the back post to bring other players into play. And if we didn't get the first ball, we could have got the second ball. If the ball would have came outside the box, we could have recycled it and made another chance. But no. Because that seems to be the epitome of what Everton Football Club's skill is right now. Our, sneaky tactics, our out-of-the-blue creativity is to have a perfectly good opportunity to cross the ball in either a floated cross or a whipped-in ball, or a little training ground exercise, played short or played to the edge of the box for another shot. But no, none of that. Can't do any of that. We've got to take a shot on target. And Luka Dean, I love you, baby. I really do. However, bad choice. Bad decision. If we are so bad as a football team that that's our only way of getting back into the game, to scrimp and scrounge and get a single point and a single goal back, is by you scoring a worldie from an unlikely position. That says all you need to know about Everton Football Club, doesn't it? And then Troy Deeney, everyone says, Troy Deeney talking all that smack during the week. Laying it on the line and setting the level for the game. And Marco comes out and says, yes, well, the guys, they heard what Troy Deeney said, and we had a discussion about it, and it was on everybody's lips, and that just fired him up for the game. Oh, that's a fired up team, Marco? Is it? That's a fired up team, my friend? Didn't look like it. Looked like they'd all come out from a big, 18-man squad orgy. The way they were running in lack of, lethargic and running around the park like that. Looks like they had a good time at Ram Ranch the other night. Didn't look like they'd been working on anything for a couple of days in training. Didn't look like they had taken those words to heart. Didn't look like you had fired them up and given them a message. Didn't look like they came out to give the away fans some reason for traveling and spending all that money to come down there and watch that pathetic piece of garbage. No. So Troy Deeney, he said what he said, and no, they didn't kick us off the field. They didn't kick the shit out of us. No, they didn't. But you know what Troy Deeney did? What none of our players ever do? Like I said, he set the tone. He set the tone during the week, and he set the tone on the pitch. First 5 minutes, he's in there. He's all elbows. He's all backing in. He's all making tackles. He's in everybody's face. He's yelling. He's screaming. He's pulling his players around. He's getting the crowd fired up. We're in the first 5 minutes, and that set the tone for the whole game. We had possession for maybe the first 5 minutes, and what did we do? We just passed it around. What are we, total football? What are we, tiki-taka? What, we got Pep Guardiola over there? No. Pass it around with no substance, with no end product. It's embarrassing. We have no forward, opportunities when we're going forward. We can't split a defense. We tried that once and Theo Walcott was offside. We tried it another couple of times in the first half and Cenk Tosun was constantly offside. And we thought, that's just bad timing. No, it's not. If the Watford defense knows that the only thing that you're going to do is play a ball over the top and try and play the ball through the middle, all you got to do is make sure your defense is in the decent line and all moves up at the same time. So Cathcart's just, hey, move up. Mariappa's like, hey, boys, forward. It's good defending. It's good game management. It's what you're supposed to do. It's putting a plan and a tactic into the game and, pulling it off without any type of problem. That's what they did. They knew how limited we are going forward. They know how limited we are going on the outside. They know how limited our team is in the middle of the park trying to pass forward balls. They know that we don't have the most mobile and the most skilled and tactical players except for out on the wings. When we play Bernard, who didn't start. You've got Richarlison, who probably shouldn't have played in the first place or at least shouldn't have started the game. Because we all knew the Watford fans were going to be on his back. We knew that he was going to flop around in all types of unnecessary positions on the pitch. He probably shouldn't have started. Why is Cenk Tosun starting instead of Dominic Calvert-Lewin? I thought we heard that we were supposed to be trying out youth and trying to give people a run of games and experiment and give people the time they need to get used to a system and play with the players around them. Didn't happen. Dominic Calvert-Lewin's on the bench. Cenk Tosun comes up. It starts up top. Ademola Lookman can't get a game. Hasn't played for 2 games. Can't even get off the bench. Theo Walcott, for some reason, comes off the bench before Ademola Lookman. In a game that you might need, just a spark. Just a couple of seconds of unpredictable brilliance. That's the type of thing that Ademola Lookman gives you. Yeah, he's not very good defensively on that side of the ball. Yeah, he's not a winger and he's not going to be playing on the outside. But that's not what we needed. We needed somebody to come into the game and do something that's a little different. They've got Deulofeu. Okay. Wasn't the most consistent player, irritating at times player to watch, goes down way too easily, not as bad as some of the other players in the Premier League, but he does a job and he looked like he's dangerous every time he gets the ball at his feet. He's got beautiful close control, he's got all the stuff that you're looking for. Lookman has the same thing. At least give him 10 minutes, Marco. But no, we bring on Dominic Calvert-Lewin. We bring on Theo Walcott and we bring on, who else did we bring on? Some other person, right? It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. None of our players that even looked like they were half decent in the Manchester City game played decently today. Davis, an embarrassment. Gomez didn't do shit. Garner, probably our best player, but as usual, because all he does is put out fires because we're always constantly under the cosh through the middle of the park. He can't make a forward pass. He can't make a decent sideways pass. He's got no vision. He can't, create play, but he does what he does. Our defense wasn't that dodgy and that disgraceful today, but still, always looking like a problem. It looks like every offense in the league can score against us, and up top, don't even get me started. Right? It's just all a complete shambles. We should be playing next weekend in the FA Cup, and we're not. Long shot of all the things that came in this season, we could at least potentially have been playing Manchester City in the EFL Cup. As unlikely as that may seem, we should be playing some form of football between now and the next time the Premier League kicks off, but we're not. So we can get to sit back for what, 2.5 weeks, and we can work on our defense, we can work on set pieces, we can work on the offensive side of the ball. No, it's not going to get any better, is it? We don't have any new players, we don't have a new manager, we don't have it. There's only so many certain ways that you could try and do something before you have to realize that every single way that we're trying to do things has failed. It's a disaster. This season's a write-off. Yes, it was supposed to be a building season. We all understand that. But 11 points in 14 games. Less than a point average per game. Come on. Everyone's right to give us all the banter. Everyone's right to always pull out these stats and just shove them down our throat because they're all true. We're not a very good team. We may be a good team next year. Get rid of the deadwood. Bring in some players. Cut the wage bill. Yada, yada, yada. That's all for the future. What can we expect for the rest of the season? And that answer is nothing. Nothing but pain. Nothing but misery. Nothing but disappointment. Clutching at straws for small things like saying we played well. Kinda. In a 2-0 loss to Manchester City at home. That's it. That's the positive. That's the very, very least that we should require from our players. What else is there to say? Besides, haters, that's for you. Go back to your little troll cave. Don't say that I'm embarrassing Everton Football Club or the fan base. Everton Football Club, their players, their team, their manager, they're embarrassing the Evertonians. They're embarrassing the Everton community. They're embarrassing on social media, on Facebook, on YouTube, on all the other stuff. It's not me. I'm just trying to do what our team doesn't do. Be creative. Think outside the box. Bring a different dynamic to something. So all I have to say to you is kiss my... Ooh! Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. If you don't like and you're already subscribed, unsubscribe. I don't need you. I don't want you. Make way for others. This is Archie the Wolf. This is the raw version of the match reaction. Again, Watford 1, Everton 0. Done.